barely head onto that.
With Quantum pushing his third towards the Zerg player, he could easily defend his third way back in the bottom of his base.
Yeah, definitely.
Here comes a drop from Quantum Limit.
Drop play is very strong right now. It's easy to like pick apart a Zerg, especially if they're across the map. We have a Spore, but it's not very in an optimal place to block a drop. Looks like we have an Overseer come down over here. Might be able to spot it. Yes, we see the drop.
Barely. If he was, he could have barely seen that drop coming, but I highly doubt he was at that mention.
Looks like a Quantum caught a bit out of position over there, and it looks like we have a drop coming in the back. Let's see how much damage he's able to do. We're gonna have some bit of lag issues, but with the quick bro, that was very slick. Well, looks like he will lose this hatchery.
He will be losing both his medevacs.
I think that was worth it. Very good trade. Was that third was most of his income right now. He's mined out in his main almost, and his second is not very far behind, and he's gonna take a serious resource cut from that attack.
3-3 just finished for Quantum, and I'm a little bit worried that Huey Kaki hasn't even started his 3-3, and 3-3 is already done for this heavy. Oh, here comes the engagement right in the middle of the map.
And we didn't see any binding clouds. That was a really bad trade for him. Looks like this bio is just going to prove to be too strong. Unless Keycock can do a very good hold right here, miracle hold. Looks like he is splitting up the Zerg between his bases. Very deadly.
He needs to burrow this one. Well, it looks like this might just be game. Actually, I'm surprised. Kiwikaki holding with the Swarm Host.
Yeah, I mean he was a little heavy on Marauders, couldn't deal with all those Hydras, but he's just barely gonna hold this off. And I have to give props to Kiwikaki. He's been holding on by the skin of his teeth during each attack.
I feel like Quantum's production isn't quite what it needs to be right now because Quantum is floating 1,000, 1,000. He only has 7 barracks. At this point, with a Terran on 4 base, you need at least 12 to 13 barracks. 12 to 13 barracks to instantly replenish that army.
And we have GG, Quantum Limit 1, Game 1.
Wow.
Very nice game by both players. Though, I do feel like Quantum was a little bit oversaturated with SCVs. He had 88, which is a little high for Terran, especially with mules. Towards the late game, you can get a lot of CCs and serious mule drop, and instead trade that supply for army.
Exactly. A good floating number for SCVs for Terran is 70 to 75. That's what I find to be the best when you're in the late game with Terran. And anything more than that, you're just killing your army supply.
Alright, we might want to consider having less people in the actual game, because the lag was very bad that game. Looks like the next game will only be available by my stream, so we should have a lot more viewers.
User joined your channel.
I think we're switching to the stream only.
Okay.
Okay.
How's the sound? Does the sound okay?
Yeah. Can you hear my voice very?
Yeah, I hear you better. Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Okay. Good.
Is the music a good volume, or is it too loud?
You can hear the few of all the banks and sayings. I guess it's fine. If anyone else complains, I'll change it, but I think it's fine.
Okay.
Like the music or game music.
The music.
I don't hear the music.
Oh, okay. It's interesting. Well, the thing is that I sure hear it, and like I can barely hear myself think when it's on.
Yeah.
Can you hear it now? Alright, looks like we are just waiting for Quantum, and game 2 will be on its way.
It sounds good though.
Thank you, Dark. Getting a lot of PMs right now. Turn down just the music just a little bit.
User joined your channel.
You guys still streaming good?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Alright, because I'm having everybody watch the stream instead of observe because it's just too laggy for the players.
Alright. Okay.
Is there any lag for me, Ryan? Like when I talk, is there like a few second lag? Can you tell?
Not that I can tell. Can someone PM me to see if Jennifer's voice is loud enough?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
1
Juniper's
second.
fine. Juniper's fine.
Okay.
1 sec.
And I'm getting some feedback, so someone needs to check
Yeah,
their mic.
I know. It should be fixed now. Sorry about that. Holy crap, that was loud. Ah, you can still hear my voice fine, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're fine now.
Okay. Where did Quantum go?
He's relogging.
Oh, okay.
What was his issue?
Oh, it's not letting us invite him for some reason. There we go.
User left your channel.
A little confused to what Smexy is. Oh, okay, I get it.
Alright.
Great, everybody gets to hear my voice.
Well, if you stay in chat, they will.
Alright, I guess I'll be introducing the players once more.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 2 between Kiwikaki and Quantum Limit. Quantum Limit took game... Well... it looks like I was dropped.
Oh, that was a bit rough. Looks like I have to carry this game by myself. No pressure, right? Well,
Good luck, Ryan.
in the
I'll
bottom
be
right...
watching the stream.
All right. In the bottom right, we have Quantum Limit. He did a very well game 1, and we'll see how game 2 is going. And up the top, we have the red Kiwikaki. It looks like he got Zerg again. Was he playing random?
User left your channel.
Pretty sure he's playing random, but either way, this should be a good game. We will likely see the same build out of Quantum with that early Reaper push into maybe he could follow up with some Hellions and add some tanks. Very strong push he did against me. Or we could see a macro
User
game.
joined your channel.
Yes.
User left your channel.
It's all kind of dependent on how solid Kiwikaki's defense will be. So, nothing too out of the ordinary happening right now. It looks like a pretty standard game so far. Though we do have that gas going down, so it does say that we will see this will be a Reaper opening. Overload coming down, we'll spot that worker, and maybe get his fast expansion down before it comes up. Nope, he did go pool first, so he is expecting Reapers. So hopefully, and he's getting speed, which is the right decision. It's very hard for Zerg to deal with Reapers until speed comes. Now the next question is, will Kikaki get an expansion early, or will he rely on when the Reapers are dealt with? We do see a drone going down. We do have the money, so we will see an expansion. And we have a second barracks on the way, so this will be a very aggressive game. And we do have the bunker coming down too, so it looks like it'll be the exact same build we're seeing here. What response will be? He has one drone coming down. Will he send more? Nope, looks like he's going to rely on Lings. Is that going to be too much though? We'll have to see. Doing some very nice drone micro, getting the worker out of the way. Though he is allowed to continue. Very nice. We do not have the Reaper. Will be on the way in a second. Oh, with the Lings coming out, it looks like he's going to be very prepared for this push. In order for Quantum to push any further, he's going to need at least one more Reaper, if not two. He did pull off a gas, so it looks like he's going to focus purely on drones and queens at the moment. Not going to go for any crazy all-in or bangling bust.
He has not started his speed yet, and he does have enough gas.
Oh, really? I wonder what...
Really?
That's a mistake. It has to be, right?
Maybe he thought he hit button.
Oh, this is going to be very rough if Quantum gets a few more Reapers. As he can just send those Reapers back all day long, regenerate. It's going to be very tough. He is putting down Spine Crawler, which is what I like. Oh, here comes Reaper number 2. And looks like we're going to do a transition into Marines. And this is going to be a very strong push, but he has to do damage like right now. If he doesn't do enough economic damage, and Kikaki will have no problem holding off this push.
Speed has been placed and it is on the way.
Alright.
For those of you who don't know, Reapers have been changed for Heart of the Swarm. They do now regenerate health while out of combat. So he can easily just retreat, regen some health, and then harass some more.
Which is exactly what we're seeing right now. He is removing that spine to get a more forward position. Though, if you notice that he has not been able to saturate his Naltra at all. I mean, this is practically one base to one base and just using it for larva. Though, we have not seen an expansion on the way for Quantum. So this is... he should move out soon and do a real all-in. It's like we had a little skirmish in the middle of the map. Let's go take a look at Guikaki's view. He has not scouted the Quantum's base at all, so he has no idea what's coming. Look at Quantum. He has seen just about everything.
Looks like he wants to move out as soon as the armor upgrade finishes for the Marines, the shield.
Yeah, that should be a very strong push. Did he get stim?
No.
So this is designed to be very early. This is not a long-lasting build. Generally, Terrans will get stim if they want to go more in the late game kind of push, but since Shields is quicker, it can do a much earlier push. Looks like
He's also putting down his second nexus, or excuse me, command center.
Alright, so it looks like he will transition. Let's see if the much damage this Marine push will do.
And the spine is out of position. Right up into the main. Queens are too slow.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Kiwikaki. And he's pretty supply blocked too. After this, he has to get some Overlords out. Some nice focusing fire. Looks like he will hold this off, just barely. He did lose quite a bit of queens, which is always annoying when you're Zerg. I mean, when you lose your queens, you're generally confined in your base. It's very hard to push, which is something I know he could push if he had banglings. but this doesn't look very favorable